Today's event was a collaboration between the WSPA member companies, the refiners up and down the state, and the two major railroads in California, BNSF and Union Pacific. And it was a wonderful demonstration of all of the equipment and the training and the infrastructure that's in place on the West Coast to, first and foremost, prevent accidents, and then, of course, respond to any incident that occurs.
Valero is a shipper of hazardous materials, and here today to help share some information about a mutual aid organization that's been in place for a number of years that is available and helpful to respond if there was ever an emergency in the northern part of California.
Transport of crude oil by rail is enormously important to the consumers and businesses in California, the folks that ultimately use the transportation fuels that come from crude oil. And that's because we are seeing this wondrous renaissance of energy production in the United States.
Prevention's the key, but if you have to respond, it definitely takes a coordinated effort. We have the resources and capability and a familiarity with the incident command structure that comes into play in the event of an emergency. A local jurisdiction, fire department, or emergency response group that is tasked with that obligation will take the lead in a response. We are able to bring in equipment and technical resources that can help in that response, especially if it's material that we're familiar with that might be shipped or involved in that transportation.
We really want to extend our deep gratitude to the Railroad Museum in Old Sacramento for allowing us to have this event here. It's a perfect place to have this, given the importance of rail in the history of California, and of course for Union Pacific and BNSF for bringing all of this equipment here. That was no small undertaking. And then, of course, there's all the local first responders that are participating here today. So this is a great example of collaboration among industry partners, local communities, to bring an important message to legislators, regulators, and the public in California.